We have made, in our first year of Teachers Pay Teachers, a grand total of exactly 1 year ago, I made a video sharing.
Today, we're back to being a beginner, only this time it's on Teachers Pay Teachers.
Well, after a full year of making products, learning marketing, and seeing sales trends, we finally have our first year income as a Teachers Pay Teachers seller. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are cracking open an Olipop Classic Root Beer to celebrate my first year as a premium Teachers Pay Teachers seller. Today I want to share my month-by-month income as well as how many items sold each and every month. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to be showing you guys a sneak peek of how August 2023 is doing right now versus my very first month as a premium seller in August of 2022. And I also want to see what milestones I put into my first month as a TpT seller and see how we were doing then versus how we are doing now. If this is your first time seeing my face, please make sure it is not the last by clicking that little red subscription button and the bell down below. Also, if you like Teachers Pay Teachers milestones or income report videos, let me know by giving this one a huge thumbs up. Also, it was exactly a year ago I gave out my free Teacher Money Mindset Guide on my Teachers Pay Teachers store. We at this point in time have had over 400 teachers pick it up. I'll put it here on the screen. It is a great way to keep an eye on your income, your savings, sales, or debt payoff goals. I personally am using it now since we have so many projects going on in the new house. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me decorate the shelf, paint this office, and redo a lot of different projects. I think by the time this video has come out, you have seen us redo our dining room. But of course, I will put the link for that Teacher Money Mindset down below in the description box. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at my first year as a premium Teachers Pay Teachers seller. We started off strong in August of 2022, my first full month as a premium seller. We won't get into too many details because I do have an entire video outlining all the information you see here. I will also list that down below right by that Teacher Money Mindset Guide. Both things are free. But you can see in my very first month, I made $157.08 and I sold, units sold, 69 items. I was so excited, you guys. These numbers were brand new to me. I didn't know what to expect. I'm pretty sure, and I'll put the clip here, but I'm pretty sure my goal in my first month of selling was to sell $25.
My first month selling on Teachers Pay Teachers, my goal was to make $25.
So to see this in month one, I was like, what just happened? Mind blown. So first month, $157. I will at the end of the video share how many items I had in my shop and how many followers and all that fun stuff. That way we can kind of compare and contrast. When I was getting ready for this video, I actually went and looked it up. It was really cool to see, here's how I was a year ago versus here I am now. But skipping ahead to September of 2022, we had back to school done and we made a total of $107.62. Still not bad. Thought that was pretty good, making $100 in month one and month two. We also sold a total of 46 items. Now, if you've been following me during this time, you know it wasn't till the end of the year, November, December, and January, that I got into bundling. So the numbers you're seeing here for September and August, that is having between like 50 and 60 items in the shop, nothing more and nothing less. Let's move on into October. And of course, we will do everything accumulated in the last 12 months as well. We'll do a total. But in the month of October, we made a total of $129.46. Still wasn't bundling, but I did make more seasonal resources at this point in time. So $129 and 52 items sold in the shop. You can see there were a lot of big spikes. I did make Halloween resources like midway through October. They were a little bit delayed, but they got in there, and you can see how there are higher jumps in units sold in the latter half of this month. Moving on into the month of November. I do believe my very first bundle was made in this month. We made $108.93 and sold a total of 41 items. I believe I had some activity packets, worksheets, and seasonal resources for Thanksgiving that I did finally bundle and put together. And I think that's where the end of the month, that like $11.37 spike in that one day, that's where that came from. Moving along to December of 2022. We're moving right along. I do believe, not September, I do believe December had my highest amount earned in a single day. And I remember this day. It was early December. I was getting ready for some Christmas or holiday performance. And I remember hearing all these cha-chings all day. And I made, on that one day, December 5th, $28 in a day. And this is from when I was making like $2 to $4 days and calling it great. I was so excited. December was my highest earning month in 2022, making me $171.98. This made me so excited. I did do a video sharing how much I made in 2022, but it really was between the months of August and December. I, of course, will link that up above in the cards if you want to hear more about what I was doing in each of these months collectively. But we are now moving into, oh, I didn't do my units. Hold on. Gotta go back. $171.68 units sold. So I sold one less than August, but made more because of bundles. Of course, we've talked about that on this channel. Let's move into the year 2023, which just started off in a very unique way. We started off in January making $91.74, and we sold a total number of 40 units. Me, not knowing what to expect in the month of January, just decided to sit back, see what happens, and I thought, you know what, it'll definitely pick up. This was just, teachers getting back into it. So we left the month of January, we go into February, and it wasn't until February was over that I learned I had no seasonal Valentine's Day resources, which is probably why I made $39.79 in the month of February. And I sold a total number of 18 units. I think last week's video, which again, I'll put down below and up above in the cards, I talked about how June, a summer month, outsold February, a month where most, if not all, teachers are in school. Was very surprised, very shocked to learn, but you live and you learn, and we'll be back next year when we do our year 2 income, and we'll be comparing February 2024 versus what you see here on the screen. Why did I decide to wear a jean jacket in the middle of this August heat to film this video? I truly do not know why. But in the month of March, we went up very, very slightly, made $40 and sold a total number of 18 units. This is again where I'm just making lists of things I do not have. I noticed back in August, a lot of my shop was back to school, classroom decor, get to know the teacher kind of worksheets and resources. So I've been working this summer, not only to prep for the back to school season happening now, but also making seasonal resources for February and March. So again, it will be very interesting to see what happens in the following year. Moving right along to the fun month that was April. I did not know the entire side of Teachers Pay Teachers that had to deal with search engine algorithms and all the changes that happened in the month of April. But if you look at this chart, I do believe they said the last week of April was when personalized search was shifted back to the way it had been previously. And if you look at my income, which was $56.89, a majority of that money came in the last 7 days. I personally remember I had some teachers asking for specific resources that they couldn't find, and I went and made them and put them in the shop, and then those resources started selling. I made that video, put it on YouTube, and had people telling me, no, it was personalized search going back to the way it was. Which is true, but while that is the case, the items that were selling in the last part of this month were the items that had been requested be put in the shop. So I don't know. It will be a mystery, but for now, we'll put it on the permanent record, $56.89 with a total number of 23 units sold. Into the month of May. May, we earned a total of $95.74. I was getting closer and closer back to that $100 threshold that we still have not seen in 2023. But $95.74 with total number of units sold, 42. 42 units sold then. Not too much to say there. Didn't know what was going to happen towards the end of the school year. Moving into the month of June. June, I expected a big fat 0. I didn't know anything. I know teachers were not leaving. I knew teachers were going on their much deserved break. End of year resources would be good, as well as maybe summer school. But we did out earn February and March, if I really think about it. We made $44.17 and sold a total number of 18 units. You can see in the middle of the month, a couple more sold than usual. Not really sure what to believe in these summer months because you don't know what teachers are teaching or going on vacation. So June and July are just kind of like a crapshoot. You have no idea what's going on. And then let's go to July, our 12th month. This finishes out the year. In July, we earned $78.79, just short of $80, and sold a total number of 27 units. I remember starting off this month, if you look at the very beginning, we sold $16.80 on the 2nd. Some teacher came and bought all of my Christmas resources. I don't know if they were doing Christmas in July, but I had a bundle of a lot of the resources I had made during the Christmas season, and they bought them all in one bundle. And I was like, what is happening? But it's totally fine. That's what we're here for. So if I calculate everything from August 1st of 2022 all the way till July 31st, 2023, we have made, in our first year of Teachers Pay Teachers, a grand total of $1,122.24 and sold a total number of units, 462 units sold. Let's throw in views as well. Why not? Because we'll be back in year 2. We can do it again. 8,661 views. How was that for a first year? I think that's pretty good. Am I sad that I have still yet to hit $100 in the year 2023? Yes and no. You'll live and you'll learn. We'll see what happens in the upcoming months and upcoming years. But I think this is a really strong start considering this was my first year. A year ago, I had, I think, 50 items in the shop. Let's actually, now that we've finished all of this, I'm going to actually pull up that video. Let's pull up some milestones around here.
Process. I will also note a few milestones that I want to be included in my first month video. We did hit 50 items in the shop and 185 followers.
385 is what I meant to say. So 50 items in the shop and 385 followers. Well, if I go to my store right now, 1 year later, we have 901 followers, up from 385, and we have a total of 173 items. So last August, 50, this August, 173 items, and we went from 385 followers to 901 followers in the shop. I think that is phenomenal progress. Very, very, very happy to see those numbers. And if you've made it to the end of this video, I do want to give you guys a small sneak peek on how my shop is doing in August of 2023. I am filming this on Tuesday, August 8th. It'll go live next Monday, the 14th. But if I do pull up my shop and my dashboard for the first 8 days of this month so far, you can see we so far in the first 8 days of this month have made $95.86 and sold a total number of 29 units. Fabulous. Now, if I compare that to last August, just the first 8 days, you can see this year, $95.86. Last year, $40.41. 2.5 times the income in the first 8 days. That would mean I would make somewhere around $380 to $400-ish, depending if we actually are going to grow at this consistency, meaning at the end of August, I make 2.5 times what I did last August. And we'll compare units sold, 29 so far versus 19 last year. But you guys, that is it. That is my first year income here on Teachers Pay Teachers. Cheers to a successful first year. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you are also a new seller, let me know how your year is going. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.